Did you know that there is a fast and cheap method to send RMB to your suppliers within hours to better benefit your business for more profit? Stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how to do so. A method one of my subscribers showed me on how to do this is with Western Union. Yes, they have an online platform that can easily convert USD to RMB and send it directly to Chinese Alipay accounts or to Chinese bank accounts. Note that if you're sending it to an Alipay account, the recipient must be a Chinese citizen. It does not work if they're not a Chinese citizen. So first, before getting started, you're going to need to know if your country supports Western Union transactions. I'll make sure to put a link in the description below so that you can check if your country supports Western Union. From my research, over 200 countries are supported, so you may be in luck. Note that this platform can send RMB to anybody's bank account in China or to a Chinese citizen's Alipay account with little to no fees sometimes. So let's get to it. In this example, I will show you how to send money to someone's Alipay account. In this case, it's going to be my wife because she is a Chinese citizen. First, you will go to the website and select send money to China and confirm the amount that you want to send. Since I am doing this with the USA version of Western Union, everything can be done online. You don't need to go to a physical branch. You don't need to carry your cash with you somewhere and give it to the Western Union branch. You can do it all at the comfort of your home. And you will also have to check if your country does support online transactions. I know in some countries you need to physically go to a Western Union branch to do the transaction, and in others you can simply do it online. In this case, I'm going to choose Alipay because there are no fees if you directly withdraw the money from a bank account, which I will do. If you want to use cards, it may be available for your country, but realize they may add some fees in it. And more fees equals less profits. This is a reminder. The recipient must be a Chinese citizen. I called Western Union myself and verified that even if the Alipay is verified, such as in my case where I live in China, I have a verified Alipay with a Chinese bank account, I cannot receive the money. This is just something you got to get used to when living in China. So find yourself a Chinese partner that can receive money on Alipay, and it will be a smooth process. Don't worry though, if you don't know anyone in China as a Chinese citizen, but you know a foreigner that has a Chinese bank account, you can also send money to their account, which I'll show you a little bit later. Be sure to check the phone number and that the pinyin of the name matches exactly as in their Alipay. So for example, if their phone number is like this and their Chinese name is like this, make sure you type the Chinese name like this, Yang Li. Don't type the Chinese characters. At this point, you will then be prompted to create an account, which I suggest you do because you can actually build up reward points that can help you with your business and prevent adding extra fees in the future if you use their services a lot. In my case, I created my account on the spot. After you have created the account, then you will link your bank account. In my case, I'm going to be using a US bank account because it's supported, either automatically by logging into the system or manually by inputting the account number and the routing number. I chose automatically because it makes it convenient for future orders. And at the end, after you've successfully either manually or automatically put in your bank account information, you will then verify all the information for the transaction you want to do to send RMB to the Chinese person's Alipay account. If everything is done correctly, the Chinese recipient can expect between 1 to 3 business days to receive the money in their Alipay account with little to no hassle. But what if I don't know a Chinese citizen with an Alipay willing to partner with me for my business? Don't worry. You can also send it directly to someone's bank account. This can be used with your foreign associates in China, but may have a little bit more fees. Instead, in this option, you will select to send to a person's bank account. You're going to need the person's full name, their bank card, their bank name, and then you're going to need to continue. You may need to do some extra verification. It depends on the Western Union system where you need to verify their passport and all that. But sometimes you can just go through the system if you typed everything in correctly and the bank account information matches the name exactly. In China, it can be a little bit confusing because your first name is deemed as your last name and your last name is deemed as your first name in some banks. For example, if your name is John Smith, the bank account may have your information as Smith John. Don't blame me. That's just how they do things here, and just get used to it. Some banks make it exactly as it's stated in your passport, and some banks actually reverse the names. So when you're putting a foreign associate's bank account information, make sure you try both methods, their first name last or their last name first, to go ahead and continue with the transaction. If you get stuck, you can also call Western Union on their hotline, which I'll put up here. And yes, they have both English and Chinese service. I've tried both of them. From my opinion, they can answer more fluidly and quickly in the Chinese version service, but they can also help you in English if that is needed to overcome any issues you may encounter. Then you will review the payments and confirm. You should receive an email about the status of your order and you're good to go. The good thing about this is that once you do it once with your partner, you can have the information saved in the system and you can do it again and again and again and again. As for limitations, I would confirm with your bank branch or with Western Union about how much money you can send each month. I'm sure they may have some kind of limitation, but if you're just getting started and you need to pay the supplier directly using Alipay, this can be something you would do. I don't recommend it for first-time suppliers because they can scam you, but if these are suppliers that you've been working with for a long time and are trusted, go ahead and try it. Thanks to one of my subscribers, I actually bumped into this method, so I thank you personally for showing me this so I can show other people how to solve this issue of turning your USD into RMB. Have you tried this method before? And how did it work? Is it supported in your country, or is the process a little bit different than what I just showed you in this video? By the way, if this method doesn't work for you, there are other methods to pay your suppliers directly in RMB through USD that I'll put down in the description below if you are interested. If you'd like to know more content about sourcing from China for your e-commerce business to make it more smooth and more profitable, consider subscribing to my channel, hit the like button if you found value from this video, and share this video with anyone that has problems changing their USD to RMB to pay suppliers directly. Let's make sourcing easy. After learning how to easily change USD to RMB to pay your suppliers in China for your business, you might want to know how to find the most suitable freight forwarder for your business, which can be found in this video here.